So today is the last day of Christmas Doodle series and we have learned so many things so far. I have explained everything in detail step by step. Even if you are a beginner, you can draw all these elements easily and you can utilize all these elements into your painting. So today we are going to learn few more drawings which is related to Christmas only, and we are going to end this particular series with all the other elements that we can think of related to Christmas. So I'm starting with Christmas Santa cap. So you need to create an oval kind of shape, cover that oval shape with little bigger oval shape, so that's the base of the hat, and then you can create the loose covering of that particular hat in a Santa cap form, and that's it. That's the only thing we need, and then you can shade things a little bit here and there. I have one more version for this particular hat. Is you need to create an round kind of shape. This is more towards an oval only, and then start creating the hat structure. So this time this is on a wavy kind of pattern, and then just end with one pointed end like this. And this is also fine, right? Both is fine. I think I like the second one better, but first one is easier to draw is what I can think. And then you can do some hatching process to give some extra shading into the hat area. So I'm cross contouring and hatching the area that we can see. I have explained everything about hatching, contouring, all these process in my previous video. So if you want to refer to that particular video to learn about sketching techniques, you can get a link into my description section. Now let's talk about candles. So candles is something very important for Christmas, right? So I'm creating one simple candle which everyone can draw. So this is the basic perspective, then you can add some extra detailing into it to make it more beautiful. So these things are optional, but basic shape is something you can do. You can add one candle flame. So this is the basic structure, then you can draw multiple other elements inside it to decorate all these candles. So it's totally fine, totally up to you. You can copy mine or you can create your own pattern and design. Let me create one more similar kind of candle with some different pattern in it. So again, creating two vertical lines. If you want, you can use scales to do all these things, and then you can create some different kind of pattern. So n number of things you can do when it comes to the candle, right? So these are the basic candles. Let me show you one more which might be a little different and interesting for you. So create two vertical lines and get the length of the candle, and then start creating a wavy pattern, creating S connected with each other, and you will get a very different kind of candle. So let me trace this particular candle because I have drawn everything with the help of pencil, and now you can see the basic structure. I have used this method to create some Christmas ornaments or Christmas bubbles as well. So I'm repeating the same thing here to draw this particular candle also. So likewise you can create different varieties of candle. See this one, I have used same technique to create bubbles as well. When we think of Christmas, we cannot forget about snowflakes. So I'm creating a round kind of structure. I try to do these things directly without creating this round shape, but you will not get the exact symmetry. So always try to create a round kind of structure, then create 6 lines like this, one opposite to another, and then you can create patterns into each line that you have. So I'm creating simple leaf kind of shape. I'm starting with little bigger leaves and then ending with smaller and one pointed end. So this is the simplest snowflake I can think of. And then you can repeat the same thing for opposite lines as well. Remember, whatever you are doing in the one line, just repeat the same thing for the opposite line. You can do one more thing. You can start creating some extra lines into each lines. So basically we are creating sub lines into each lines, and whatever I'm doing in the one line, I'm repeating the same thing for the opposite line. So when you do step by step, one after another, and doing same thing what we are doing in the first line, you need to just repeat the same thing for the opposite line, so you will get some symmetry in your snowflake. Design is totally fine and totally up to you. You can design and number of stuff to draw all these things, but the basic funda is you need to repeat the same thing what you are doing for the opposite line. I have already created one video wherein I have explained everything about snowflake. If you want, I can give you a link into a description section for that one as well, wherein I have painted snowflakes with watercolor directly. Now I can also think of stockings. So create a structure like this. This is simple. I think I don't need to explain how I have drawn it. You can define some pattern in it. But let me draw one more having a pair of stockings. So I'm creating this cylindrical kind of shape, and inside this cylindrical kind of shape I'm creating this simple stocking structure. So I'm creating it in the pair, and then you can trace everything with the help of pen. You can define your own structure and pattern, and this, because this one is in the pair, so you can keep the drawing similar also. So these things are simple and easy to draw, but very important when it comes to the Christmas. Now let's create one Christmas candy. So this candy is very popular when it comes to Christmas. So for this particular one, you can create an hockey stick kind of structure or a cone kind of structure. That's why we call it candy cone. And then you can decorate this with multiple other things. You can create some pine leaves, or you can create some bow like this particular one. I have already created one video around different types of bows and how you can draw it, so you can utilize all those things to decorate all these elements. So I'm creating this simple bow shape around it. Trace everything with the help of pen, and you can do some extra sketching and detailing into it. This is something we can do. You can definitely add some more elements into it, but I'm keeping it simple because anyways we are going to utilize all these things in our Christmas card series that we are going to start from Tuesday onwards. So stay tuned with my videos and learn how to draw all these things. Now let's talk about bells. So create a U kind of shape and then cover the U shape with some oval shape, and then you can add some decorative item into it. I'm adding few pine leaves, I'm adding one bow, and I'm using only one bell. You can use pair of bell also. These things are very popular. If you Google all the Christmas element, you will find all these things easily. You can draw all these things easily. Once done, trace everything with the help of pen and rub all the unwanted pens and mark. Define your pine leaf a little bit with some spikes in it, like we did while creating pine cones. I have explained in detail how you can draw pine cones, so you can refer to that video as well. And then you can shade things a little bit here and there to make it more beautiful. Now last thing I can think of is holy berries. This is very common. So create some foreground berries and background berries. Background berries as in you need to create some berries which do not have a round kind of structure because those are hidden from the foreground berries, and then create holly berries leaves. So you need to create some U kind of shape in opposite direction to create the edges of the leaves. You can create one leaf, two leaf, or many leaves. Composition is totally fine. You can create a number of composition when it comes to holy berries. So this is my basic structure. Now let's trace everything with the help of pen. So I think two leaf is fine, so I'm ignoring the third one while tracing everything. And then you can create small structure in each round shape, and you can do some extra detailing. So we are done with today's video. Hope you have liked all these 7 videos related to Christmas elements. Please try to learn how to draw these things, because now we are going to paint all these elements. You are going to utilize all these elements to create some beautiful greeting card for this Christmas. Please refer to my previous videos as well. Learn how to draw all these things, and see you guys in the next video where we are going to learn how we can paint Christmas cards. And thank you so much for watching.